So you want to go to Costa Rica, huh? Good choice. We're talking raw, untamed beauty, the kind of place that gets under your skin and stays with you long after you've left. So buckle up, kids, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime as we count down the top 10 must-visit destinations in Costa Rica. First up at number 10, we find ourselves high in the clouds, literally, in the Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. This ain't your average walk in the park, folks. We're talking about a mystical world of hanging bridges suspended over a dizzying canopy, where you can get up close and personal with some of the most biodiverse rainforest on Earth. Imagine this. You're walking through a thick fog, the air heavy with the smell of damp earth and exotic flowers. The sunlight filters through the leaves in 1,000 shades of green, and all around you the forest is alive with the sounds of birdsong and the rustling of unseen creatures. Ziplining through the canopy is practically a rite of passage here, and trust me, the views are worth every ounce of adrenaline. Now, after a long day of exploring the cloud forest, you're gonna work up an appetite. Luckily, Monteverde has got you covered. From cozy cafes serving up steaming plates of gallo pinto to family-run restaurants dishing out hearty casados, you'll find plenty to satisfy your hunger. And don't even get me started on the coffee. This is the good stuff, folks, grown right here on the slopes of the volcano. One spot you gotta try is Restaurante Traversia, a bit of a local favorite. Next up at number 9, we're headed to Arenal Volcano National Park, home to one of the most active volcanoes in Costa Rica. Don't worry though, this isn't some Pompeii situation waiting to happen. The volcano's been putting on a pretty spectacular lava show for decades now, and it's a sight you won't soon forget. Imagine this. You're sitting on the edge of a hot spring, a cold imperial beer in hand, as the sun sets over the rainforest. The sky explodes in a riot of color, and as darkness falls, the volcano rumbles to life, spewing molten lava into the night sky. It's a scene straight out of Dante's Inferno, only a hell of a lot more beautiful. Now, Arenal isn't just about the volcano, though it's definitely the main attraction. The surrounding rainforest is teeming with life, from sloths lounging in the trees to monkeys swinging through the canopy. There are hiking trails for all levels of fitness, from leisurely strolls to challenging climbs. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can even try canyoning, rappelling down waterfalls in the heart of the jungle. From the fiery heart of Arenal, we journey to our 8th destination at the Pacific coast, to a little slice of paradise known as Manuel Antonio National Park. This place is postcard perfect, with white sand beaches, turquoise waters, and a lush rainforest teeming with wildlife. The park itself is relatively small, but don't let that fool you. It packs a punch when it comes to biodiversity. You're practically guaranteed to see sloths, monkeys, and all sorts of exotic birds. After you've had your fill of wildlife watching, hit the beach. Manuel Antonio is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in Costa Rica, perfect for swimming, sunbathing, or just relaxing with a good book. And the food? Think fresh seafood, grilled to perfection and served with a side of gallo pinto, of course. At number 7, we're heading north to Tamarindo, the party animal of Costa Rica's beach towns. If you're looking to catch some waves, party till dawn, and maybe nurse a hangover or two, this is the place to be. Tamarindo is a melting pot of surfers, backpackers, and expats, all drawn to its laid-back vibe and killer waves. The town itself is a bit of a sensory overload, with surf shops, bars, and restaurants lining the dusty streets. It's not exactly what you'd call authentic Costa Rica, but hey, sometimes you just need a little bit of chaos in your life, right? The surf here is world-class, drawing in surfers of all levels, from beginners to seasoned pros. Whether you're a seasoned wave rider or just starting out, there's a break here for you. And if surfing isn't your thing, there are plenty of other activities on offer, from stand-up paddleboarding to horseback riding. And when your stomach starts to rumble, Tamarindo has no shortage of options to satisfy your hunger. Now we're going off the beaten path to our 6th destination, where the jungle meets the sea, where the only way in is by boat or plane. Welcome to Tortuguero National Park, a labyrinth of canals, rivers, and lagoons on Costa Rica's northern Caribbean coast. Forget your roads and cars. Here you'll be navigating the waterways in dugout canoes surrounded by a symphony of jungle sounds. It's the kind of place where you can truly disconnect from the outside world and reconnect with nature. Tortuguero is a nature lover's paradise, home to an astonishing array of wildlife. We're talking monkeys, sloths, caimans, crocodiles, and over 300 species of birds. And if you're lucky enough to visit between July and October, you might even witness the incredible spectacle of sea turtles nesting on the beaches. The park is also home to a vibrant Afro-Caribbean community, descended from Jamaican immigrants who arrived in the late 19th century. The town of Tortuguero itself is a colorful jumble of houses on stilts, connected by a network of wooden walkways. Next up, at number 5, we're venturing deep into the heart of the OSA Peninsula, to a place that National Geographic has called the most biologically intense place on Earth in terms of biodiversity. This is Corcovado National Park, the crown jewel of Costa Rica's national park system. Forget your tourist traps and selfie sticks, this is the real deal. A raw and untamed wilderness that will test your limits and reward you with experiences you won't find anywhere else on Earth. Corcovado is home to over 500 species of trees, 400 species of birds, 140 species of mammals, and countless insects, reptiles, and amphibians. We're talking jaguars, pumas, tapirs, monkeys, sloths, you name it, Corcovado's got it. It's like stepping back in time to a prehistoric era. The hiking here is challenging, the heat is oppressive, and the wildlife is, well, wild. But if you're up for the challenge, the rewards are immense. From the wilds of Corcovado, we find ourselves on our 4th destination at the Caribbean coast, in the laid-back town of Puerto Viejo de Talamanca. This ain't your typical Caribbean paradise. Forget your all-inclusive resorts and cruise ship crowds. Puerto Viejo marches to the beat of its own drum, a vibrant blend of Afro-Caribbean culture, reggae music, and surf vibes. The pace of life here is slow, the people are friendly, and the food is, as always, delicious. Puerto Viejo is a place where you can spend your days lazing on the beach, surfing the waves, or exploring the nearby Gandoca Manzanillo Wildlife Refuge. Next, at number 3, we're headed to Santa Teresa, a bohemian paradise located on the southern tip of the Nicoya Peninsula. Imagine this: endless stretches of golden sand, world-class surf breaks, and a laid-back vibe that will make you want to ditch your watch and phone and just surrender to the rhythm of the ocean. Santa Teresa was once a hidden gem, a secret shared among surfers and backpackers in the know. But word has gotten out, and while it's still relatively undeveloped compared to some of Costa Rica's more popular tourist destinations, it's definitely got a buzz about it these days. The beaches here are the main attraction, and for good reason. Playa Santa Teresa, the main beach, stretches for miles, a ribbon of golden sand fringed by palm trees and crashing waves. The surf here is legendary, drawing in surfers from all over the world. From the surfers' paradise of Santa Teresa, we journey north to our second top place to visit, the bohemian enclave of Montezuma. This ain't your typical beach town. Sure, it's got those picture-perfect beaches with white sand and turquoise waters, but there's a different energy here, a kind of mystical, creative vibe that you don't find everywhere. Montezuma was once a sleepy fishing village, but these days it attracts a colorful mix of artists, musicians, writers, and free spirits from all over the world. One of the main draws of Montezuma is its proximity to the Montezuma Waterfall, a series of 3 cascading waterfalls that plunge into refreshing pools below. It's a bit of a hike to get there, but trust me, it's worth it. Take a dip in the cool, clear water and let the power of nature wash over you. And for our number 1 pick, we're heading back to where it all began, to the foot of the majestic Arenal Volcano, to the adventure capital of Costa Rica, La Fortuna. Now, I know we already touched on Arenal Volcano National Park earlier, but trust me, there's so much more to this area than just the volcano. La Fortuna is a place where you can experience the best of Costa Rica all in one place. We're talking adrenaline-pumping adventures, breathtaking natural beauty, and a taste of authentic Costa Rican culture. Start your day with a heart-stopping zip-lining adventure through the rainforest canopy, soaring through the air like a modern-day Tarzan. Then, cool off with a refreshing dip in one of the many hot springs heated by the volcano itself. The Tabacan hot springs are a bit touristy, but they're worth a visit for their sheer beauty. So there you have it, folks, my top 10 must-visit destinations in Costa Rica. Costa Rica has something to offer everyone from the cloud forests of Monteverde to the beaches of Manuel Antonio, from the Caribbean coast to the Pacific. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through Costa Rica's top destinations. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more travel inspiration and tips. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so comment below and let us know which of these destinations you're adding to your bucket list. Also, don't forget to check the video description for links to related content and resources. Remember, be a responsible traveler by respecting local cultures and natural environments. Wishing you safe and adventurous travels. Until next time, keep exploring and stay adventurous.